F1. All right, I am actually in the lounge right now, so let me spin that up. I'm going to put you in, I'll make you a host temporarily, and then I'm going to turn off 3D voice. All right, so you should be able to hear me now, Jim. Can you talk to me right now? I'm coming into the room with you, making my way. Here we go. Hello. Yeah, so I see you're unmuted, but I'm not seeing you talk, so it's like your audio's not coming through. Let's see. So, how about this? Actually, it's more important. We'll figure out your audio piece in a second if you can hear me. Can you shake your head up and down like this if you can hear me? Oh, sweet. Okay, cool. So follow me into this room real quick. So this is where they're going to be broadcast. The audience is going to be watching. So you're going to actually be in the completely another room, like another environment. So there's going to be a stage presentation going on, and you're going to be filming the stage presentation like normal. And then everyone in this room are like in that sort of spillover space. That's why we're seeing this sort of infinite mirror effect right now. Um, we're just going to be watching a stage presentation. So you're going to be able to see this. So I'm going to turn. I just want to know if you can hear me um, through this screen. So we're going to test that real quick. So we're going to hear some weird echo, but it'll be fine. I'm just going to say like a couple words, wait for the delay to finish, see if it comes through, and we'll go through that. So let me test that real fast, and we'll figure out what's going on with your mic. So let me unmute the stream with your mic. So let me with your mic. Great. So the sound has been really good the whole time. So that's nice. So it sounds to me. Did you hear it okay? Were you able to hear the video screen well? Okay, great. So I guess the question at this point, I don't know if anyone is in instance one yet, but that's what you're actually going to be filming. And in instance one, it's a stage like it's the same stage we've always filmed in front of. Um, and I actually meant to talk to Joe about this. We're kind of curious if there'll be a way that Joe could share his account with you, his Engage account, because Joe has a feature that allows him to do the invisible thing. Do you remember the invisible camera thing? He can do the invisible camera thing, and that would allow you to do just kind of frame up on the speakers and just kind of stay there. And even though it's relatively static, you could frame up on the speakers, and they would be much bigger on the screen here. Um, and it would just look really nice. If not, then we'll be fine. You'll be able to get close enough, but I think it'll look better if we can be like a little bit closer on the speakers and frame it up differently. Do you think it would be easy, so we're not worried about causing any audio issues here, um, for me to just call you on the phone, and then I can mute in here and we can talk over the phone? That way, when you jump into the other instance, we can also talk to each other. Okay, I'm going to call you in just a sec. So let me find you again. um, Yeah, cool. There you are. I need to actually save your number. So here we go. I'm going to mute in here and I'll give you a call.
Or like, and then
I know
like
y'all-
slowly, like, I mean, if you go forward, you fly, but
Yeah.
Well, how would I do pans of like a 360 room? I wouldn't be able to do that.
I mean, you would just.
It would
mean,
be. It would
That
have to be like
helps,
almost in a headset.
right?
Yeah, I get like the side walking because you can kind of like do one of these guys. I'm trying to because you guys can't move your head really.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all on the mouse. Yeah, doing a 360 is like really hard to do.
Okay,
My wrist is
so
like.
since you guys have eyes in the real world, make a note of that. I would say Kyle, make a note of that like video recording questions like pans, mouse is choppy or like pans are choppy. Something that we can. I mean, that might be a good question for Zach. I also don't want to bog those guys down, obviously, but that's important if we want to get pans and stuff like that. I could certainly do them in a headset where you like literally just move your head.
Yeah.
Which then makes me question, like, so I was just telling Sarah, like, I don't know how many instances there are tomorrow, if we're all in the same instance or not, but my original thought was to have me do main photography, Kyle, you do main video, and then Sarah was going to back us up on both.
Yeah.
Video recording of the program is obviously very important. I think you and Sarah should both be on that, and I can kind of do photography while that's happening.
Right.
And then I'm almost contemplating, Kyle, if after the speakers are done and you got like the speaker or Sarah, like after the speaker portion is done, have one of you guys jump into a headset to be able to do that a little bit easier.
I'll
But
just
like
do
Ed
that.
said, but like Ed said too, the headset version is not always as crisp as like the video recordings in a 2D atmosphere. So I think it's still worthy of bringing up. And I can certainly try to get some pans like while I'm taking photos during the program. I can certainly try to like switch into a recording mode and get some pans of the speakers and like the room and the crowd and stuff as well, because you guys really should be like just speaker focused, I feel like.
Yeah, it's so choppy. I don't think I'd be able to do pans on 2D with this mouse.
Okay, so as of right now, I would say you guys are both on video screen recording of the actual speaker portion. God forbid one of you guys drops, we have a backup.
Yeah, like the screen recording of the actual speaking, I never moved anyway. I just kind of sat still. I got like right here and I didn't really move, and I just recorded the screen and recorded them talking. I didn't have to do any pans. Every once in a while, I'd look back and get a pan of everyone in the audience. Again, I can probably do that. Like, I just don't want to be distracting. So it's easy to...
I think it's okay too if we are a little distracting, because that's what we're hired here to do. So like if we are closer to the stage sometimes, or like I know we don't want to be, but like it is what it is to get what we need to get.
Yeah.
But I think at least one of you guys needs to be like stationary and just watching the program, getting the whole thing.
Yeah. Juliana needs to stop leaving her headset like that.
Kyle, I'm
Where'd she
not
go?
doing anything.
Like your hands. Like you need to put your controllers
I
in
don't
your
care.
hands.
It's just us right now. Who cares?
No, because you did that yesterday, like during the presentation.
Okay, and I
my
didn't realize
gosh.
that I stopped, but right now it's fine.
Like
At least I wasn't making bears in space and,
So-
shitting on Engage.
Juliana,
Sorry.
that's okay. No, you're fine. Can you grab a seat like you are an actual speaker for a second?
Oh, yeah.
I just want to see like
I dropped my phone.
without. Be careful. And just for now, for now, let's just pretend that we're all in the same room. Although I do believe there might be multiple rooms. So, like, I would have you guys
am
almost on
Mark
different
Ash.
angles. Like, not necessarily right in front of the stairs, but like a little bit Mark
I feel like
asked.
someone should
What
be
did he
like
say?
closer too.
Right. So Sarah, you blend a little bit better just because Kyle's so tall in here. So I would almost have you kind of like exactly like where you are. And then I think Sarah, I would leave you kind of stationary. And Kyle, if you wanted to mainly be back here, but if you feel comfortable like during the speaking portion where like you see Sarah, you know, you'll be able to see her. She's not dropped or anything like that, where you maybe want to play around more with like just trying to do like the little sideways walk or whatever, or get a little
Yeah.
closer. Then I think that would be a good plan for like video of the actual speaker portion. I have no idea how long the speaker portion is.
Yeah.
We'll find that all out, I guess, tomorrow. I just want to see, because like from back here, sorry, I'm gonna like jump on top of you. Yeah, I mean, I don't think you have to be like right up against the wall. I think you could kind of be like a little bit forward, kind of here-ish, just so, because people are gonna want to like cut around. And obviously, if people cut in front of you guys, that is what it is. But I think if you're like a little bit away from the wall, Kyle, it'll kind of hopefully guide people to sneak in behind you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay. So I also do agree, now that Ed was talking about it, like not so much during the speaker program, but like during the pre-event and like post-program, like having somebody in a headset, me, running around and kind of directing in a little bit. Like if I need like a video capture, like being able to come over to you and like actually physically be like, come on, and we're like directing people and stuff like that. So I would like you guys both kind of think in your head like you're also like a little bit of my assistant if I need.
Okay.
Or vice versa too. Like if you guys need me, like, hey, there's a group over here, would love to get a video of them. Can you come and just like help kind of like point and direct and do all of the hand things? You know what I mean? Because you
Right,
guys,
well,
like
that
Ed said, you.
That depends if we're in 2D or headset.
Oh yeah, because you're gonna jump into a headset potentially. So
So, like, I wouldn't be able to help and point if I'm on 2D.
right, which is where you guys. That's what I was saying. Like that's where you guys could come grab me.
So to like come to her and grab that.
Right. Or vice versa, if I need you and I'm like, hey, because you guys would be technically doing video mostly, and like Sarah's going to be doing photos and stuff too. Kyle, I think you should just be video. Like if I have a good idea or there's like a really cool group of people where I'm like, oh my God, this would be perfect for video, but I want you to get it in 2D because it's more clear in 2D. I could come grab you and be like, hey, follow me. We're going to come do this together. But if you needed me to be able to have hands and stuff like that, you guys can come grab me.
Yeah. So
you're
I'm
thinking-
interested to. What?
Go ahead, Kyle.
I'm interested to see how this will work. Well, I'm interested to see how that will work because in Altspace, we would be able to jump from instance to instance with a push of a button. But if we were in different instances and you needed me, you would have to leave the session. You'd have to completely leave your space, type in a new code, come to me, get me. We both have to leave.
Right. So a lot of that will depend on what we find out through the run of show. I don't know per se if we are going to be split up or all together in one, or like what Mark was doing with like portals, like if there's going to be a portal for us to just kind of hop back and forth.
Yeah. Because if that was the case and we were split up, and
obviously that's harder.
Like Sarah should be primary video, you would be primary photography, I would be primary video, and Juliana would be primary photography if we were split up.
Yeah, but I'm not counting
instances.
Juliana. I can't count Juliana in because I'm 99% sure they're going to probably pull her for something else. That would be great if we can. That would be ideal. Like 2 of us in each instance, honestly, that would be like goal number 1. But she usually gets pulled into like client facing stuff, so I'm not necessarily counting her as a person on our team, I guess you would say.
Yeah.
So like in my head, I'm main photo, backup video, your main video, and Sarah's kind of backing us both up, getting photos and videos of cool stuff along the way.
So as
Yeah.
of now, if we're all in one instance, you'd rather have me recording during the presentation than taking any pictures.
I think so.
I
Okay.
do too.
And
It's always
we
good to
can
have backup
confirm.
video.
Yeah, I mean, we can confirm that tomorrow, or if I'm emailing back and forth with Ed. But I think
Mm-hmm.
we've usually had like 2 people recording the speakers. But I think Sarah, I would leave you just kind of straight recording the speakers in the program, where Kyle can have a little bit more freedom to move around and do kind of a little bit of walking around, or whoa, excuse me, kind of a little bit more walking around or zooming in or like walking in and out a little bit to get different angles during the program. But if we have like one person solid, like straight on shot in 2D, I think that's kind of the best plan, because I'm going to be running around and doing all the photos.
Right.
Now
Okay.
if we're in separate instances, then I would have Kyle and I probably like in a first instance, and then I would have Sarah, I would have you in a second instance with whoever else is in there, whoever. I'm sure they'll split up our team, but
Yeah. I mean, even in 2 different instances, aren't we still going to be seeing like the same people on stage? Or
Yeah.
no?
It's just the crowd's gonna look different.
Right.
yeah. So
Well, then I
usually
can
the
still
first
do the recording. It would look the same as if I wasn't in this instance.
exactly why
If I'm
I'm
doing it
thinking
just of the
you're
speakers.
yeah, exactly why I'm thinking you're kind of just like the main non-moving speaker person,
If there's 2
where
instances.
where me and Kyle would be in one instance, the more busy full instance allegedly. I'd be getting crowd shots, speaker shots, and I can also switch into video too and get some pans and stuff like that during the speaker portion. But then Kyle, yes, will be recording the speakers, but he has a little bit more flexibility in being able to like move around a little bit. Nothing crazy. But
Yeah.
then in the back of our heads, we know you got the backup like of just the speaker portion, good, solid, ready to go.
Mm-hmm.
Does that make sense?
I think so.
Yeah.
Okay. And like for me, I need to challenge myself to get like a little bit closer to the screen, because and I actually like using the tablet, because you can kind of I actually like this a little bit better than Altspace, because you can kind of like do your angles, you can go vertical, you can go horizontal. So
I don't think
actually
the tablet like exists in 2D.
I was gonna ask that question.
Yeah, I don't think so. There's just
I've
menu.
never been able to find it.
I don't know if it exists in 2D either, because you technically don't have hands.
Yeah, I don't think it does. I think you just
Which
have to
is
go to like the main
why-
menu and do the photo thing.
Okay. And in the photo option, when you bring it up in 2D, are you then just stuck where you bring it up, or are you able to move around and like change your angle or what you're doing?
You're stuck.
Okay. So kind of like in a headset if you were to pick it off the main menu, not the tablet.
I think so, yeah. So like I have it
So-
up right now and I'm moving my mouse around and I'm not moving.
You're just stuck on me.
I'm stuck on like looking at you guys.
Yeah. So that's where I think photography makes the most sense in a headset, because you can use this and like move it all around with you. I guess my only kind of gray area that I can think about for a little bit, we can think about, is after the program, after the speakers, do we want one of you guys to jump in a headset, or do we just leave you guys 2D? I don't know yet. I guess it'll depend too a little bit on the instance situation.
Yeah, I was gonna say I feel
think
like
it would-
depends on the instances too.
I think it would depend on the instance and if I'm able to get a different mouse. Because if I'm able to get a different mouse and pan,
What is
fine.
happening to your audio?
What?
You were choppy for a minute.
What about now?
I think you're okay. Um,
Can you still hear me, or is it still choppy?
It's like
I
very
can-
like static. I don't know
Oh.
what's happening.
I was gonna say.
Maybe it's
I was gonna say he sounds okay
Hang
to
on.
me. But it also might. Are you guys still right next to each other or no? I wish I could like color coordinate this iPad a little bit. Where did Kyle go? I just lost everybody. Juliana, are you still with me? Oh, yeah, look at you.
I
You're like,
am,
I'm
I'm right
awake
here.
now. I don't know. I think they might have just reset or something like that.
Mm.
I'm trying to think. This is like you're being a wonderful model.
Thank you.
What are you eating?
A dum dum.
A dum dum.
You know
Yes.
what I also think? I think Alt
Yes.
Space was a little bit smoother. When I'll show you the video. Once you get up here, once we're finished, I'll show you the video. I just think Alt Space was a little bit smoother with moving of the mouse.
So can you
Whoa, I did not think
that's okay. I would suggest pinging Zach and seeing if he has any thoughts on that, or a mouse that we can borrow from Link to VR. That would be a little
Yeah.
bit smoother.
that. Okay.
Do you have Teams open? I would just shoot him like a chat on Teams. Like you can just send him a specific like chat. I want to see how video looks in here too. Record video. Start recording. Okay, so Juliana,
Yeah.
can you pretend that you're a speaker and just talk about whatever you want?
Hi everyone. Wait, let me take out my dum dum. Excuse me. Hi everyone, welcome to my TED Talk. Today I will be talking with you about why Kyle Seiler is the worst and why he should probably be exiled from our planet. First of all, he's just straight up bully. Second of all, he likes boys, so that's like not good probably. Yeah, that's pretty much the whole presentation. Thank you guys for coming. If you want to sign my petition to join the I Hate Kyle Club, we do take we do take members. However, the one rule is that you cannot be named Kyle because you're too close to Kyle Seiler, and then everyone will just hate you because you have the same name as him, and it'll be a whole thing. So, if your name's not Kyle, sign up.
I'll consider signing up.
Perfect.
Kyle and Sarah, wherever you guys are behind me, can you guys also? I'm gonna have Juliana continue about how much she loves Kyle, but she's gonna pick something else to talk about. Can you guys also do like a quick test on video recording as well? I'm doing one in my headset right now to see like what it looks like. I'm trying to do like some head pans and stuff like that, just so we can have like a test to look at tonight/tomorrow before the event.
Yeah.
And then Sarah, and Kyle, I guess, but Kyle, actually no, just Sarah, because I don't want Kyle to think about doing photos unless Kyle, where are you? Unless there's like a super awesome moment that none of us are around and you need to take a photo, go for it. But I really want you to be like video focused. But Sarah, I want you to be able to like practice a little bit between switching like the recording and photos, or are you just gonna like leave it recording and take a photo while you're leaving it recording?
Are you asking me?
Yes. What do you think?
I'd probably just like stop recording because
Stop recording, go back, take
and
the
then
photo.
take a picture, probably.
I don't
know.
practice how that feels. I just don't want you to get caught up in like having to switch too many parts.
Well, also it's a lot different. It'd be a lot different. Ideally, I'd be like connected to other displays instead of like going down to my tabs. It'd be a lot easier if like I had it next to me.
Are you
like, stop,
Juliana's
click.
Juliana's in Ed's office?
I can move.
Because I'm wondering if we should try to hook you up to Ed's computers to see what that would feel like. Because ideally, I think you definitely should have. Hold on, I need to stop recording. Idiot. I'm recording this whole conversation. Ideally, I do think, Sarah, that you should be hooked up to multiple monitors.
Yeah.
So, Juliana, why don't you just go out
Mhm.
front?
Okay.
Why don't you go out front? Sarah, why don't you try to hook up to Ed's office? I'm going to hop out of my headset for a minute and go potty really quickly and grab a water.
Not potty.
Yes, there's not a restroom in this virtual environment that I know of that I can use. And then Kyle, I'll come take a look at that video really quickly, and then we can jump back in.
Okay.
Does that make sense, y'all?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right, I'm taking my headset off.
Break.
Are you able to show it to me at the same time, or?
Like I can show you me
What
physically doing it and then the video. So this is fine.
Right, that's what we were looking at this morning.
Going side to side is slow. It just automatically moves slow. The minute I start to pan, you see that?
Yeah, it's glitchy.
So that, and then usually during these events, I'll go to like a corner and I'll start here and I'll like pan the room.
Mhm.
And it's just choppy. This is as slow as I can go with my hand. It's just really
Does
choppy.
this do anything, like these guys? So I'm wondering if Zach could set it up like where this, because this is like a gaming mouse, I thought, where that like scrolls, because that would be more ideal.
Yeah, Zach just asked if I can do this, if I can change the sensitivity on it, and I tried that, and it didn't go over. It didn't work in here.
Okay, I was just in communication with him then.
Mhm.
Can you show me the actual
Video.
video? I mean,
Are we going in?
yeah, I'll be right in. I'm just looking at something real quick.
Okay.
But pop in there.
Me too. I was just going to say that. Wait, hello?
Well, I can either take it, Sarah can take it, Julia.
So, oh, this was the original. I think this was just me sliding. Like, that looks fine.
Yeah, it's once you move your head.
That I can do.
That looks
Like, back and forth.
yeah. I mean,
Um,
worst case scenario.
but I think I did the other, and then the other videos when I panned.
Slide.
So if I wanted to do the whole,
Shut. Yeah, no. Not.
and maybe Ed will be like, you know what, or Zach, I don't know,
Like, it is what it is.
for this one event since it's the last minute, but
I'm wondering if this can get like,
so that's fine.
I would ask Zach if there's a way to like set it up so the scroll, like this thumb scroll. I don't know how to set that up, but I'm feeling like he might be able to hook you up with that. And I would let him know, like, you changed the sensitivity.
Yeah, he's dealing with something in the main meeting right now.
Yeah. I know he slammed. So, all right, let me jump back in there. We're back in action.
You're back and better than ever.
Sarah, are you in here? Kyle is here.
Someone.
I'm wondering if Sarah's getting set up.
My talent is beatboxing.
So actually,
Your eyes
Juliana,
are
here.
freaky, Jocelyn.
What?
Oh, it's glasses. From far away, it doesn't
They
look
look
like
like-
glasses. It just looks like freaky.
Actually, wait, come back to me. Let me
I
look.
think if
What
you
were they
make them
talking about?
darker.
Come back to me.
Come
They're
here.
talking about like the whites of the eyes. Why?
What
The whites
about
of your
them?
eyes. I don't know. Ed said something about it.
Are they like
they
too
don't look any.
much?
I don't know. Not really. I mean, you look like an avatar.
Yeah. I feel like mine is really
Um,
freaky.
I think everyone's like a little. I think we're also used to outspace, so it doesn't help.
I know. I feel
Kyle,
like mine looks
where you
worse
at?
for whatever reason.
I can see
You
you.
look fine. Are you hiding somewhere?
I think
I can see you.
I need like
I'm looking
different
straight
hair.
at both of you.
What?
Ba, 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 ba.
Oh, you're right there. Okay, here, come out of the. Let's leave the speaker area for a minute because, like, I think we have a pretty fair understanding of that.
They made it so you can't stand on here anymore. Remember we used to do that in the beginning?
Oh yeah.
Do it anymore.
Oh, sad. Sarah. Okay, just kidding. We'll stay in
Sorry,
here for
the
a minute.
displays in here are making me angry.
Okay, well, come on down. We'll stay. We were gonna move, but we'll stay in here for a minute. Juliana, enter your speaking role,
Okay.
please.
I have
Kyle,
a
wherever you
speaking
went.
role.
Okay, so Sarah,
Yes.
we're gonna have Juliana give us a little speech again.
Okay, I have one
I-
prepared this time.
Okay, good. Not yet. In a minute, but I have one prepared. So now that you're hooked up to multiple displays, I want you to just practice like video photo switching, how you think you should do it. And if it's smooth for you or if it's something that we need to think about, like, do you actually stop recording, go take a picture, then start recording, or do you just record the whole thing and take a picture while you're recording?
Okay.
Open to suggestions. And then Kyle, I would still continue to practice like your video angles and what you're thinking. Don't think pans yet, but I do think that like sliding back and forth kind of works for now until we get a resolve on that.
Mhm.
And then I'm going to run around and do a couple different things with pictures, I guess. So Juliana, whenever you're ready, the floor is yours.
You're on mute, dumbass.
I hope we say that tomorrow.
She's on mute. Like,
I also hope that Jim
Yes.
is in here listening to this whole entire
Oh,
thing.
Still can't.
OMG, I was on mute. I was on mute. I was
Yeah,
talking,
we've been telling you
literally. Okay,
That's what we
sorry.
said.
Oh my god. I just heard Kyle
And
say
use
dumbass. And that
use
was
your
it.
hands, like use hands
So-
and stuff too.
I will be talking about and rating the Disney princesses least like worst to best. So buckle up, it's gonna be a ride. So very worst Disney princess starting out strong is Snow White. She sucks so bad. She did like nothing. She died in the woods and then like some random man kissed her, and last time I checked, kissing someone when they're asleep is like abuse. So that's not good. So that was like not a cool little twist. And then she like ended up being with him. She had there were like no problems with it. And I was like, what? So yeah, worst Disney princess is Snow White. Second worst is Sleeping Beauty. Very similar concept. Like she fell asleep and got woken up by a kiss. In the original story of Sleeping Beauty, it was a lot more than that, and it was very bad. It's just not good. So Sleeping Beauty, she used to be my favorite when I was a kid, but it's just because I liked the pink dress. And as I got older, I've evolved and I've learned, and Sleeping Beauty is one of the worst Disney princesses. So it's number 2. Number
Okay.
3.
Can hold on, hold on.
Mom, hi, Susie.
You really did prepare. You really did prepare your speech. For photo purposes, can you give me some of your favorite emojis?
Emojis.
I just want to see. I want to see how they
Yes.
show up on 2D versus HMD
So,
and all that good stuff.
This is how I feel about Snow White. She sucks. She's the worst. And same with Sleeping Beauty. They suck. They suck. But some of the better princesses, like Anna and Elsa and Rapunzel and Moana, like they're great. Mulan is awesome. Who else? Merida, she's great. She's very like woman empowerment. There's not even a love story in there whatsoever.
Okay, you
I
can't
know,
have
these
this
are just
conversation
living.
without talking about Milana. Okay.
I did say Moana.
No,
Okay.
Mulan.
Or Milan? Oh, dang it.
Mulan.
Okay. I blew
You
that
like
one.
Mulan.
Yes,
I also
you-
said Mulan.
Okay.
Edward's like
said her.
Mulana. He doesn't even
She
know
really
what
did
his.
prepare.
He doesn't even know his princesses.
I know he
Mulana.
doesn't.
Mulana.
All right.
Belle
So-
Yeah,
is
who's
also a
Mulana?
little iffy. She's not
Anyway.
awful, but she's towards the bottom because it's the whole What's that called? What syndrome?
Pretending to be a guy.
No,
Stockholm.
I'm talking about Belle. Yeah, Stockholm syndrome. Like
That's
that's not
Belle.
great. Yeah, that's Belle. That's what I'm saying. So she's like towards the bottom of the list. She's not awful. I'd probably put her at like 4 or 5. Because like she does read books and stuff, so that's good.
Let's be honest, you're the number
Actually,
one.
she's probably up there, but yeah, there's some problems.
I can't read the notes. Can you read the notes?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't read them because you're in 2D.
Oh, that sucks. I don't like this 2D crap that they don't. There's no availability of. However, getting into
Alright,
my
David.
chair was kind of cool. All you have to do is like point and sit.
I know, I like it.
I know, I like that you guys like are. It looks nice. It looks really nice.
Yeah, this looks really
Let me
cool.
just
Like
fix-
people actually
Fix
sitting.
my mic.
Am I?
This
Do I
is
look like I'm
actually-
sitting right now or no?
You are
No.
not sitting.
Well, you don't have legs. Why don't you two have legs?
I have
Hold
legs.
on, let me just try this.
No, you
So
don't.
Ed doesn't have
Oh.
legs for me. Susie, I don't know. I
All
can't
right.
see
Do
your
I look
legs. You're
like I'm
behind the
sitting-
table.
Do I look like I'm sitting now?
Well, yeah.
Yeah,
Sort
but you're a
of.
little short. A little short.
And you
Okay.
don't have legs.
How about that?
No,
It's the
nothing
same.
I
different.
know.
Nothing different.
Here, I'll take a. Yeah.
Ed has legs. I can see his legs.
No, he doesn't.
He doesn't have legs for me.
Okay.
He has
So
legs
everybody
for
take
me.
a breath.
He has
Yes,
legs
'cause
for
you're in
me.
2D. Everybody has legs for you, Susie, because you're in 2D.
Well, except me. I don't have legs.
But it's weird because I guess I'm just trying to get the difference too. Because Sarah and Kyle are both in 2D and have legs for me, who's in a headset.
Right. Same.
All right.
I don't know. I mean,
So-
it doesn't make a world of difference. I was just trying to
And
differentiate.
Jim is
The
in,
sitting
Jim
it
is
makes
in
a little different.
Jim is in 2D and he's got legs.
All right. So we're gonna figure this out more later. So the
That looks
good news
better.
Hi.
I can read it. Okay.
Hi, Ed.
Hey there, Susie. All right. So
God, you look
we're just
weird.
we're gonna have to like do something about the sitting. The other thing
Yeah,
is
'cause you
the
look
distance.
awkward.
What was I made for?
All right. So this probably looks better, but
That does look better. For whatever
It's
reason,
just-
Juliana looks like the best. Because Juliana looks like
know.
I don't know, maybe if it's a
Period.
height thing.
Slay. Oops.
Sit back down.
Well, she was chosen to be the model.
I was.
no, it makes
know.
sense. It makes sense that Susie would look better because she's actually a full-length
No,
avatar.
Juliana
No,
looks
Juliana
better.
looks best.
Yeah,
Yep,
Susie
so let me
doesn't
try
have
that again.
arms.
If I said that wrong. If Juliana looks
Oh, nice.
best because she's a full-size avatar. Okay, that's what I meant to say. Okay.
Yes.
So, all right. So now,
What does
when I
that
put my
mean?
arms down here, you can't see them, right? That's the problem.
I can see them.
When I,
Right.
but
They
you guys
hide.
can't see them, right?
Yeah,
Right.
they're hidden.
So how does it look if I'm standing back here like this? Does it look better or worse?
I think it looks a little awkward. Well, for me, because you don't have legs, so you're just kind of like a floating being.
Yeah.
It looks more natural if your torso is hiding because it cuts off like the floaty leg part or the non-leg part, I guess.
Okay. So this looks
That
better,
looks-
basically.
That looks better, but it is weird. Hands have to be like up and
Yeah.
like I feel like you have to be like the Italiano is
Julie-
like talking with your hands, like 'em up.
Yeah, how's
Italiano.
Juliana like perfect? Why is she so perfect?
Perfetto.
It's because she's your
Bellissima.
daughter.
Okay. No, actually, that's a good thing because they're gonna all have legs like Juliana does. So
Which looks
therefore,
great.
is going to look better.
Wait, so
oh,
why
and she,
don't
oh,
you
and she has
have-
arms. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, no.
Right,
So my
because you just have
concerns
hands cut
aren't
off.
going to matter. Okay, my concerns aren't going to matter because they're all going to look like Juliana. They're not going to be like Susie
Wait.
and I. Okay.
So
Okay.
why
Alright.
do you guys not have all the limbs?
Okay, because you can only. I got to wrap this up real quick. You can only
Oh,
do
sorry.
5. You can only do 5 in an event at a time that actually have legs. Because it's a
Oh.
rendering thing, so
Interesting.
we're going to give the speakers are all going to have legs
Right.
and arms and everything else. Okay, so
Got
those
it.
5 will be like Juliana, whereas today I'm not. I don't have the arms and stuff like that.
Well, that's
So-
good to know. So
Got
like
it.
all the
Yeah.
attendees are not going to have that.
So here's the other thing. Again, I was trying to say this earlier, but I know it's hard to understand when you're new to it. That's okay. When you're on 2D, everybody looks like Juliana. So in other words, to Susie right now, everybody has full-size bodies. Okay? When she looks to everybody else, full-size bodies. However, to everybody in a headset, only some of us have full-size bodies. Okay?
Okay.
So when people are in a headset tomorrow, the people up on stage will all have full-size bodies. Also, when you're watching on a 2D video, meaning Zoom and stuff, they'll see all full-size bodies. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Yeah,
So
but what about
that's
the
the way it
attendees
works.
that are the attendees that are in VR? What about they? Are they going to have full size bodies?
They're going to look like me. All the
Yeah.
attendees are so all the people coming as guests are going to look like me. 2 other people in VR headsets. Okay, but in Zoom, they're all going to look like Juliana.
Right.
Well,
that
that's
makes sense to me.
painful. Okay,
I get it
Okay.
now a
I
little bit better
think that
though.
makes sense.
Juliana,
Yep.
you're not supposed to be drinking
What?
beer.
It's
Well-
virtual.
No rules in VR. I'm trying to flip the bottles.
All right, so we have to either make these bigger if we can, or make them so we can pick them up. They work, but it would be even better.
You
if we
can
could read them.
also
Okay.
make it so it's on like a slant. See how there's this over here? Almost make like little ones of this and put it on the
Oh,
table
right. Put
so
them
that
on a little bit
it's
of
like
a slant.
slanted. Yeah,
Yeah.
Because it is hard to read.
right. I think it
Yep.
would help if it wasn't just straight on the.
That or if we just make them a little bigger. I think if we make them a little bigger, it's probably going to be fine, to be honest.
Mm.
Juliana, look at
I'm just
that.
trying to
Look
keep
what
it
a mess
simple.
you made. You left the cups
Look,
and
I
the
can
mugs.
fix it. Watch. Boom, fixed.
What the heck did you do?
A magic.
How do I sit? How do I sit in a headset? Can I?
No, you
Point
have
to
to
it
use your like teleporter.
and point to it.
Oh, that is cool. Hey y'all.
Isn't
Okay.
it?
So,
Yeah.
Juliana, why don't you take a seat as well? I'm going to take a quick photograph from up here because this actually, you guys are all full bodied, so you look pretty good right now.
Yeah.
So, I'm going to take a quick
You want
photograph.
to
Slay.
get Jim and Sarah and out of the way?
They're good
Well,
where they are. They're
Jim's
fine.
doing his thing. We've left Jim alone.
Yeah.
Actually,
Jim's
Sarah,
supposed to
you
be-
were Sarah. If you want to go back to where you were, or you can take a seat. Either one is fine. Because
Here, I wanna
both
be
of
next
those,
to you.
both of those work.
Aw.
Hey.
Clean.
Hey.
Wait, will it make a noise if we? Because you know how when you clap.
wait.
Oh no. Because you know how when you clap it starts making noises.
Yeah.
See, I thought maybe it would do that with.
I don't want to smash. I feel like I'm always going to smash my things together.
All right, now do me a favor, like act like you guys are presenting right now. Don't use your tablets.
As I was saying,
So,
it goes
Juliana,
So you
Snow
gotta look at the
White,
audience.
right? Snow White, then Sleeping
Is our
Beauty.
favorite.
No, least favorite. Least favorite.
I
They're
am
the
unprepared for this
worst
speech
Disney
today.
princesses. Third, I think would be. Who would be third?
What about Cinderella? Where does she lie?
Yeah, Cinderella.
She's like an OG
feel like-
princess, though.
I know, and
You
her
gotta have-
story isn't that bad, but honestly, the prince is like, it's kind of dumb. He's like, oh, I like fell in love, but also I don't know who
I don't
she
remember what-
is.
I don't know what
so
she looks
I don't
like.
remember even vaguely what she looks like. So I need to test every single woman in our, vicinity to see if she fits the shoe size. Like,
Well, at
it
least
makes,
it makes-
no sense.
It makes him look like an idiot, not her.
Exactly.
Makes-
And then he finds her and she's like, my reaction would be, you didn't even remember my face? You had to try every other girl. What if someone happened to fit my shoe? Like, what? You would just end up with her? I would be so mad. So Cinderella just like goes to him. So I do like the fact that she has more struggle than like the others. Like she learns and she like evolves because she wasn't just like handed everything. But the love story, that's where you lose me. Like it's not great. And there's been like a million remakes of the Cinderella movie, and I'm just saying it's not needed. We didn't need that.
Edward,
Yes. Am I in front of you?
are you anti-tablet photo taking for some reason?
I don't know actually. I haven't done the tablet photo thing, so that's a good point.
I think it's way so for me, I just noticed you not using it. I think it's way easier because it acts like an actual camera that you can move around and do angles, and like when you're in the camera mode and just the menu, you get like kind of frozen where you are, you can't move. Whereas this, you can kind of, I actually really like this better compared to AltSpace, because in AltSpace, you couldn't really change your angle too much anyway, but you can do like horizontals, verticals, in, out, up, down. You can kind of do all of your stuff.
Okay, I agree. That looks good.
And I like it because then I look like a photographer, kind of, because like at least I have something in my hand and I'm like, hey. That's one of the things I
It'd
like.
be cool if there was like liquid in this and you could spill it. Sorry.
Now it says copy to cloud files. You have to do all this?
So I usually click photo, click save, and click save real quick, and it goes right into, I mean, you might have it set up for, I think mine just saves right to my device, my headset. Because when I pulled them earlier from from yesterday's session, and I just had to plug it into my laptop and like pull them off my device, like my headset.
Well, right now, while I'm doing this, it says save.
Yeah.
And then it says save image file name. And then it gives me a camera file name. And then it says save again.
It's like a double save.
Now it says image saved to device. Oh, okay. So
yes,
I have the choice to just keep it on the device. Okay, I got it. Okay.
And then like after the event, you just plug in your headset, download the event.
Okay.
I just like the capability it gives you versus being stuck. Yeah. Okay.
Cool. Oh, that makes sense. Hold on 1 second.
Where's my water? In front of me somewhere. Sarah, are you with us? Sarah.
Yes. Muted, sorry.
How was it switching between like photo and video on the multiple displays?
I might just stay recording because the way like the controls work in Engage is like I could try to go over, like this is me trying to go over to my other display, and now I'm at the other display, but I'm wiggling around like crazy.
Mm-hmm.
So in order to like get there, I have to put my menu up, and then it lets me like move my mouse freely without wiggling around. But then I have to like
what I figured.
Go back and it's wonk. So I think I'm gonna just have to stay
recording.
Yeah.
Stay recording. Go ahead.
When you record, are you doing spatial recording or are you doing recording like from your perspective?
Hello? I'm doing it from my point of view, I think.
It would be her perspective.
I'm doing it on like OBS.
Oh, you're doing it on OBS?
Yeah.
Yeah, I have Kyle and Sarah are both, realistically, hypothetically, where I'm at right now is Kyle and Sarah are both going to be in 2D, where I'm going to be in a headset.
Okay.
I'm
because
sleeping on the... Go ahead.
And I was going to say, in the menu section, okay, Sarah, if you click on menu, all right, and then where the camera is... No, I'm sorry, not where the camera is. But see is it the play button?
Sorry.
You're fine.
I accidentally made myself leave.
Is it, wait, hold on. Which one is it?
Is it somewhere in settings?
Hold on, I'm trying to remember. Give me a second.
Motion tracking. Room
yes. No. Where is it? How do you do spatial recording again?
What I might just be ignorant. What is considered spatial recording?
Wait, hold on. If I click on my name.
Jocelyn, you're not an idiot. Don't say that.
It literally.
You told me that all the time.
I didn't say
spatial recording. Literally records the whole thing, the whole event where everybody is. So
like within.
Yeah, you know what? Give me a second.
Like without having her just being stationary?
Give me a second. Record and engage. Give me just a second.
You're fine. I'm cruising around too to see if I can find it somewhere in here.
All right, Sarah, can you hear me?
Yes. Yeah.
Click your menu. Okay.
Yeah.
At the bottom of the menu, do you have a camera, a video camera? Not a play button, but an actual video camera. Like it looks like a video camera.
No.
Huh.
I wonder if you have
like I have users, IFX, web, shared screen, notes, and then like the link.
Yeah. Okay. So
Susie, you might have like different
Are you
permissions.
No.
Are you like a host
I don't have it.
or something?
No. I don't have it either. But
Okay.
I have used it before. So we need to make sure that is something that you guys have. So you guys need to be able to.
How is that used? Does she still have
So
to
what
be
it-
like?
Nope. All it does, you don't have to touch, move, or anything. What it actually does is it records everything that's happening in your environment. And it doesn't matter where you're standing. It just, whatever is happening in your environment, it just records. So it records
you can
the
move around.
avatars. Exactly. It records the IFX, the everything. Yes.
Okay, that would be something to play around with for sure then.
I think it does. Wait, does it record? Oh, does it record? Okay, you know what? The best person to ask is J-Lu and Joe. So, yeah. Well,
Yeah, I think we'll be okay. I don't want to add more to people.
Yeah.
But I would like
Yeah.
I would like to see that. Because right
Yeah,
now
I agree.
my thought, just to let you know, for tomorrow, and I don't know
Yeah.
about instances or rooms or anything like that, we'll get into that later, but I was gonna be in a headset and have these guys in 2D. Kyle's gonna do primary video. Sarah's going to do primary video mostly during the speaker programs, but then she's going to back up photos and stuff during like the after program. Where Kyle's going to be doing video the whole entire time, pre, post, everything. The other issue that we were running into a little bit with video, so Kyle's having a little bit of a jumpy mouse issue, so he's trying to figure out how to slow down his mouse tracking to make his pans and stuff a little bit more smooth.
Have him ask Zach, please.
He's talking to Zach right now about it.
Okay, good.
So my other thought too was having Kyle stay 2D, but we could maybe have him pop into a